Hello and welcome back to the first episode of the wrap-up for 2025 on UCFM, where we have a chat about what's been happening around campus, including social events, gigs, club and society activities, and everything in between. I'm Lila, and today I'm joined by Darcy and Tenzing.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
How are we?
Super excited to be back.
You're
That's
always
true, yes.
standing. Tenzing, you don't know this, but every episode we have, Darcy is like standing, he's ready.
You got to get the energy going because I keep getting put on the news subjects.
That's
and
true.
like I think it's super cool everything happened, but it's definitely like the least energy one. So I've
That's
just got to get
true.
it pumping, right?
You always bring the energy,
There was
I
that
must say.
like article a long time ago saying sitting was the new cancer. So like, aren't we all meant to be standing these days?
Probably. I mean, I like to think when I'm standing I'll get taller, but it's never worked, so, you know.
Can't help if I'm also standing over here.
And both of you are tall, so
That's true.
yes. Anything exciting happening this week? This weekend?
First week back at uni. Semesters started over again. First one of the new year.
Yep.
Always exciting time.
Out of the two in the whole year.
Well, okay. If you want to get technical, there's two. But like, this is the first week of my final year of university.
Oh, that's exciting.
Hopefully.
Yes.
Yeah, mine too.
You're not planning on doing extra study?
Every single person I meet who's in higher education keeps trying to get me to go on to do more, and they're wearing me down a bit, and I'm worried that I'm going to be convinced. But
That's
no,
fair.
get out of here. Nothing against the university, of course. I'm done with school.
Enough is enough.
Yeah.
That's fair. Darcy, anything? I know you did your politics show today.
Yes.
Your first episode was
Yes.
recorded.
Yep, new on the Owl News and UCFM. The Owl News Election Countdown podcast will be coming out this evening at 5:30, which is fun about the election coming up.
Will it
That's very good.
teach us something that we need to know?
I hope so. Yes,
Okay,
it
great.
is. It's aimed at being educational and informing you on what's going on. Yes. So
Wonderful.
And
is the
how long is the countdown?
we don't know.
Okay.
We've got so many subjects, and we've got 11 weeks planned out so far, and it might be more than that, or it might be less than that. We've got
Keep
no
going.
idea.
Forever.
Yeah.
Well, I told Tenzing on Wednesday before he all about it that I shouldn't say it at my age, but I know nothing about politics, so I should probably listen to the show
You should.
and learn a thing or two. Well, don't forget to follow us on our socials, Instagram at UCFM_87.8 or Facebook UCFM 87.8, and make sure you listen to us online or also on iHeartRadio. You don't want to miss anything. So with that in mind, shall we wrap things up?
First up, as always, we've got some UC news. Starting off with something really cool, Canberra has been officially added to the 1,000 Cities Challenge by a team of researchers from UC's Health and Research Institute. The challenge aims to scale up the global observatory of healthy and sustainable cities to include data from 1,000 cities from across the globe. This is in order to help them set evidence-based goals in urban design, planning, and policy, within cities as well as to track the progress towards these goals. UC's own postdoctoral research fellow, Dr. Gwyneth Lay, and senior research specialist, Vincent Lernahan, completed the report and scorecard in partnership with local advisory organisations and policymakers for Canberra as part of our entry into the challenge. Dr. Lay emphasised how much we have to celebrate when it came to our report card, emphasising Canberra's 98% score in relation to access to public open spaces and 93.8% scoring for the presence of urban and transport policies that supported health and sustainability. Despite the reasons to celebrate, our scorecard does show areas for improvement, such as in outlining our specific targets in order for policies to ensure sustainability and healthy goals are actually met. For more information on the 1,000 Cities Challenge, or to read Canberra's scorecard in full, you can check out the Global Observatory of Health and Sustainable Cities website, or look up the 1,000 Cities Challenge on the University of Canberra webpage. Next up, UC's nation-leading Clinical Placements with Older People program has been the recipient of a new multi-million-dollar investment to continue running until 2027. The program, dedicated to boost the capacity of Australia's nursing workforce caring for older people, has managed to make a great impact on our community of nursing students, providing access to a greater number of high-quality placements. The money will be put towards Phase 2 of the program, CPOP number 2, which will see the partnerships of this new program expand to a total of 8 universities Australia-wide. So that's just really exciting, seeing
Yeah.
the opportunities for nursing students across the board.
Absolutely.
Right, especially we'll talk a bit more about nursing students later in the show, but we're getting so many more nursing students coming into UC, which is great to see, and
Yeah.
hopefully it's rising all over the place.
And it also, I think, gives them a bit more security to know that they can go into the degree with a bit more, security in place to have these things in place as well.
And especially hearing a lot about how rough and congested a lot of the placements can be for nursing students.
Yeah.
Just seeing more of a greater quality open up is just so great to see.
Absolutely.
Very fair.
So if you want to learn more about that, you can check that out on the UC website under UC's Clinical Placements with Older People program. Next up, in the studio with us right now is Barbara Walsh and Esther Bozeman from Connect Up 2617, a project run by the University of Canberra's Health Research Institute to help young people find genuine connections in the Belconnen and Bruce communities. Thanks for joining us today.
A pleasure.
Hello, hi, I'm Esther. Pleasure to be here.
So we've talked about Connect Up 2617 in the past, but if you could just refresh our audience, what is Connect Up?
Well, it's a research project that's been run through the Health Research Institute that you were just referring to earlier for its other great work. It's a program that is basically testing and trialling a range of ways in which we can, provide the space and the opportunity and the support for people aged 18 to 30 to meet other people, to make meaningful social connections with others, and locally. So it's in Bruce and Belconnen, so it's a very localised little project. And so we're busy kind of working at a range of levels on that project. So essentially it's been developed because loneliness is a huge public health issue, and this is the third part of a big research project that was run by the Health Research Institute about keeping people out of the health system. So, loneliness is a big contributor to people ending up in the health system in a variety of ways. So we thought that we would try a very local project where we would just focus in on a particular age group that the research has shown to be experiencing high levels of loneliness. And these two suburbs that we're running the project in, Bruce and Belconnen, has got a really high number of people aged 18 to 30. In fact, almost 3 times the ACT average.
Wow.
So that's what the project is about.
So
That's
just
really interesting.
a really great thing to focus in on as well. Super valuable, especially to, I guess, like at University of Canberra, that is the majority of the students who are coming here, right? I think it's very valuable to look at. You've kind of answered one of my first questions already. So what is Connect Up currently doing in Belconnen and Bruce communities to foster this community connection and to address this issue?
So I'll kick it off, and then Esther, who's one of our fabulous community connectors, can probably chime in. So we've got a program that is approaching the provision of opportunity, from a range of perspectives. So the first thing is that we've hired 10 community connectors who are all really amazing young people. Young people, she says in her best kind of old womanly voice. They're amazing young people. People aged 18 to 30 from the local area who know what's going on locally, who are friendly, who are working with us, to be the grassroots kind of on the ground facilitators. They're the people who will welcome you into activities and will come and meet you if necessary to kind of bring you into something that we're running, or just to meet and have a chat. So the community connectors are at the core of the program, and Esther can talk a bit more about that. But then we've got a whole range of other activities, whether it be sport, whether it be bushwalking, whether it be arts and crafts. There's I can go through in detail what we've got coming up in the next 2 weeks. But it's drawn from the period of consultation at the start of the project, where we talked with a lot of young people in the area, and they gave us a lot of ideas about the kinds of things they'd like to see and the kinds of characteristics, about activities, like things that they need to be accessible, they need to be low cost or no cost. They needed to accommodate a range of different interests, and to have friendly people who they knew there. So we're trying to kind of meet what came up in the consultation by kind of developing a program that meets those needs. So yeah, I guess that sounds all very kind of bureaucratic-y, doesn't it? So maybe Esther, you can give the other version of what we're doing.
Well, yeah, so I'm Esther. I'm one of the community connectors, and I live in Belconnen. I've been in Belconnen for 3 years. I was born and raised in Canberra, moved away, came back. So I definitely know that whether you're moving back to Canberra or you're leaving high school or even coming from overseas or interstate, it can be like a hard city to break into and to meet people in. And so the role of the community connectors is really to be there, be that friendly face so that you can come to an activity. It can be very intimidating walking into a group of strangers and not knowing anyone there, but we always have 2 connectors there to be that friendly face who are going to say hello to you, who are going to be there to facilitate conversation, introduce you to the other people of the group. And as Barb said, we've got a whole bunch of different interest-based activities that are all part of the out in the Belconnen and Bruce area, part of what's already going on in the community. So we have trivia at the Lighthouse, so you can just book into that trivia table. You don't have to have a team. You don't have to bring any friends with you. We'll be your trivia team. You don't have to be good at trivia. We came last the week that I went, but we had someone rock up who was really good with the facts, and they made us come, I think, second or something the week after. So you can be bad at trivia with me, or we've got bushwalking in Bruce. Something that a lot of your listeners might be interested in is we're revitalising the gardens at UC. So if you've ever seen the community gardens, you can come along on a Tuesday afternoon. We're there from 4 to 6, and we've got 2 connectors there. We do cooking. So, yeah. Yeah.
So in the next week, I guess, just to give a taste of the kinds of things that we're doing. So tomorrow we're starting the Welcome to Belco walking tours, which is, we've got 2 different types of tours that are running every Saturday, one in alternate Saturdays. So tomorrow Esther's running the Welcome to Belco tour, which is all about the basics of where to go shopping, where health centres are, and all of that kind of stuff, and then meet and have a coffee afterwards. So there's, and then the one the following week is Fit and Well in Belco. So basically all the gyms and the places that you can go and exercise and whatever are around Belconnen and Bruce. We've got in the afternoon we've got something called nature journaling, which actually one of our volunteers is running. So we've been, putting the word out that if anyone wants to get involved, if you want to start a group, or if you have always wanted to do something, like run a regular, whatever it is, crochet club or board games or whatever, but you just didn't know how to go about it, we can help you do that. Ami is a nature journaler, which is a really lovely kind of activity where you could just go out into nature or go to a park, and that you can sketch or write or draw your response to nature. So she'll have all the kind of the sketchbooks and everything. She's meeting a few people tomorrow afternoon at Lake G, and they're just going to do that for the afternoon, which is really gorgeous. And then the following week, if I'm just kind of tracking through the calendar, we've got Esther runs social strolling for parents and carers and their bubs Monday morning.
I've got a 6-month-old. I had my first baby at 23, so it can be, and I was studying at university at the time, so I kind of felt like the weird pregnant lady on campus. So it can be hard if you're like a young carer or a young parent to meet other people that are in a similar life stage as you. So that's for young parents and carers. It's welcome to dads as well. It's not just a mother's group, and we just go for a walk around the lake, and then we sit and we have a coffee at Stella's. So if anyone on campus wants to come along to that, that's every Monday at 10:30.
That sounds so cool. And so I guess just my question is, what if you're outside of Bruce and Belconnen, but you do want to join into either activities or to get to know people? How can you do that?
Well, I guess that the program is for people who live, work and study in this area, because we know that there's certainly lots of young grads who come in and work in the government departments here, lots of people who study here, and sure, lots of residents here as well. So we welcome anyone who lives, works and studies in these areas. So it's connectup.au is our website, and you can follow us on socials, connectup2617. And we've got some other bigger things coming along as well. So we've mentioned some of the smaller things. We've got badminton at the Belconnen Community Centre on a Wednesday night. We've got trivia, as Esther's mentioned. But we're starting some, I wonder if I can say this, whether our colleague Kathy can let us know. We'll get angry at us. She won't. She never gets angry. But we're starting markets at Belconnen, Connect Up Twilight markets, which will be very different kinds of markets, and we're all very excited about that. And they will start in early March, and they'll be every Saturday.
Oh, wow.
So one of the things is that there's very few kind of third spaces for people to hang out with other people, you know. And if you don't want to go to a pub or a restaurant and spend money, where do you go? There's not really a huge amount of those places in this area. So we're trying to create those kinds of opportunities as well. So we've got the markets, but we've also got a really great project called the Belco Street Art Project, which is we've got some local artists who will be running some workshops with whoever wants to get involved, and we'd love as many people as possible to work with those artists to create the artworks that are going to go up. The Margaret Timpson Park down at Belconnen.
Yes.
There's a large hole in the ground just near Margaret Timpson Park.
Yes.
That has got hoarding around it now, and now it's got fences around the hoarding. So we're going to be beautifying that hoarding.
Oh, lovely.
With beautiful artworks that have been created by 18 to 13-year-olds in the area.
Oh, that's so clever.
Yeah, so we've got 4 workshops, so it's all come on in. So just check out our website and register. And then you get involved with the creation of that artwork with our artists.
That sounds so wonderful.
Yeah, it's very cool.
And obviously you're just focusing on Belconnen and Bruce at the moment, but how are you hoping to grow this project?
Well, I guess there are a few things with that. Firstly, what we're doing this year, and this will run all year, it will finish the end of October, possibly the end of November, but end of October at this point, is that we hope to have a model of what's worked and what hasn't, so that other communities can take, whatever it is, whether it's elements or whether it's the whole package.
Yes.
But certainly evaluation is a key part of what we're doing, obviously, because we're a research institute. So the model is the aim, but we're also aiming for the project to be sustainable, so that whatever we're doing this year is we're seeding activities, and then we will be hopefully just slowly kind of withdrawing from those activities, and they will just keep on running, number 2. Number 3 is that ideally we'll get funding for rolling out in other suburbs. So last year there was an inquiry by the ACT Legislative Assembly into loneliness and social isolation, and in their report, one of the recommendations was that they keep an eye on this project, see how it goes, and that if it works, or if there are going to be some things that work and some things that don't, but they would keep an eye on it and then take whatever is successful, whatever elements are successful, and look at that for future funding. So that's the ACT government. There are also philanthropic opportunities, there's federal opportunities for funding. So that's what we're working on this year, essentially.
That sounds wonderful.
And I think to go off what Barb said as well, like one of the activities I'm doing is bushwalking on Friday mornings at 8 a.m. and it's just, we meet outside the UC sign on Kirinari Street and we just go for a bushwalk. We get free coffee at the end. Maybe the free coffee might not continue if I have to step out of it, but we're hoping that we can set these things up so that there's just groups of people that want to continue these things. So, anyone can get together in a group and go bushwalking.
Absolutely.
A lot of the time you just need someone to kickstart these activities and be those people to invite people in. And like Barb said, we've got our first volunteer in and we're looking for more volunteers. So volunteers are going to be a key part of that sustainability of the project as well. Yeah.
And it's often how you create lifelong friends anyway. So if you can plant the seed now and then they kind of boost it themselves, then you kind of did what you wanted to.
And I think once people see that it's a successful model and it's not so scary to put yourself out there, that hopefully it'll just keep growing and keep taking off, and other people will want to step up and be those initiators that invite people to join those groups that are already going.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Barbara and Esther, for coming on and giving us this insight into this incredible project. For people interested in tapping into the project or getting involved to volunteer, you can find Connect Up 2617 on their Instagram and Facebook on @ConnectUp2617 or through their website, connectup.au. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you so much.
Now, let's check what events have been happening. O Week was obviously last week, as this is the first week of semester. I feel like it's really late in the year as well, so it's kind of throwing me a bit because we're, almost middle February.
It's the 7th.
Is that late in the year to you?
It is.
The
I've done like
second month?
a half a year's work already, so I feel like I'm ready for Christmas. But last week, UC kicked off into the swing of things with O Week 2025. What I understand is that it was quite busy, obviously. There was lots going on, as usual. There's heaps of week-long festivities like the comedy night, a campus-wide scavenger hunt, multiple live music events, and the infamous toga party, which I really want to know more about. Darcy, do you know more about this?
I was banking on Ben being here to talk about this because this is Ben's area of expertise, I've heard.
That is so funny. We'll have to check in with
We had a
him.
bunch of
party
firsties today now who
person.
did it.
It just sounds like a lot of fun. But there was also the crowning of the jewel of O Week, which was one of the biggest market days in UC history with over 100 stalls,
That's cool.
which is also cool. I know Tia mentioned there was like a fancy ice cream machine somewhere.
Was there?
Yeah, apparently.
No, but that was after one of the other events. That wasn't
Oh,
like a
okay.
day,
Yeah.
I was going to say, I was going to get really angry if that happened and I didn't get any.
We only got donuts. It was outrageous.
I'm not complaining about free donuts, though.
Were they blue again?
No, so it was
okay.
like the donut ball like truck where they do the little
Oh,
like
yes.
with like the sticks and stuff.
That's
So
cool.
There was
was
blue cookies
great.
going around.
Of course there were. There has to be blue things
Yeah,
to eat, you know.
Tom finished up his shift on our UCFM show for Market Day. And then AJ and I just went to him. He's like, yeah, by the way, go get us some donuts. And he did. To his credit, he did. He didn't have to.
It dropped a fair.
So that was very nice. He was like, well, then let me take one. Just say, no, it's for the radio people.
Yeah, fair. Another thing, if you are into something a bit more active or you want to be a bit more active, UC Social Sports is returning. Run on campus Monday to Friday. Each day offers something new and fun. Mondays, there's social volleyball in the UC Sports Hall. Tuesdays, social pickleball, also in the Sports Hall. Wednesdays is friendly dodgeball. I think friendly should be in air quotations because I'm sure it doesn't turn out friendly. Thursdays, switch it up with a variety of outdoor sports to choose from played on the concourse lawns. And finally, on Fridays, there is some social badminton, which always looks like a lot of fun. We had this discussion
I
last
love
year.
badminton. I didn't know dodgeball was one, though. I'm not sure if that's a new one, but I'm very excited.
They made
if
me
that's
move
the
my
case.
lunch for the dodgeball. I was happily eating my
Really?
lunch on Wednesday, and they're like, sorry, we need this space to play dodgeball. I'm like, oh, right, okay.
So one of my things is that the way that I met my best friend was in high school. We were playing dodgeball, and I just nailed them in the face with one. And then the teachers made me go apologize, and that's how I met my best friend.
That is too funny. I mean, it always happens like that, doesn't
Right.
it? So
I think it's
What
a
was
great
the
way to
call
meet
for getting
people.
him in the face? Was that out, or were you out for going for headshots? Where was the rulings on this?
Well, I got in trouble and had to apologize, but
but
then
what
I-
about the point? The him getting out, or you getting out? So there was nothing of that?
Well, like, she was fine, and then she was like, I'm just done, so I'll take the out. And I was like,
Right.
great.
Okay. Fantastic. It was a success story.
All social sports start from 12:30 and run for 2 hours. There's no expectation or required skill level, so if you are looking for a fun way to spend your mornings, why not get involved with some of UC's social sport events? For more information, you can check out the UC's social sport Instagram. Then, I don't know, this seems like a bit of a fun one. Probably not for dear old Bill, but, you know. If you haven't yet gotten the opportunity to meet UC's new Vice-Chancellor, then this may be your opportunity. UC Vice-Chancellor Bill Shorten is hosting a special welcome barbecue this coming Tuesday, the 11th of February at 12 noon on the Northern Concourse lawns, providing students with a free sausage sizzle and an opportunity to meet and ask questions to our new VC.
Now, Tenzing, I'm pretty sure you've already met. You did the interview with Bill Shorten at Market Day.
Yep, I interviewed him. He's a pretty cool guy.
What kind of questions did you ask, just so we don't get people asking the same ones?
Well, it's true. Well, I was heavily censored, so my questions were very limited. I was not allowed to ask him how tall he was. Actually, yeah. He will not be taking bribes because we can't afford his level. His favourite ice cream is a Choc Top from the cinema. His favourite movie is Gladiator 1, but he did quite like Gladiator 2. And I'm not invited to his house. Yeah.
That's terrible, because I got the invite the other day.
Damn. What did I do wrong, Bill? Please give me another chance.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, that was very disappointing.
Also, another fun thing this semester is UC Bar Trivia. As we know, last year it happened every week. I know Mustafa was quite a regular. I think his team won a fair few times as well, which is quite interesting.
I wouldn't be surprised. He just knows crap, and I'm always shocked when he comes on to And Now. It's like, but like, we're trying to write all the stuff up on our whiteboard. He's like, did you know about this? I was like, no. In fact, I didn't.
It's good if you can be a bit of a fountain of knowledge, you know. That's how you get ahead in life.
We need that on the show where it's just a bunch of people causing chaos for an hour.
So make sure you join every Tuesday night. You can grab a group of friends and head down to the UC bar to compete in a round of trivia hosted and themed by a different UC club or society. This week saw UC Dramatic Arts Club take the stage to host with a packed bar of participants. Up for grabs each week is an $80 bar voucher for the winning team, along with a $250 cash prize for the best team over the semester. So grab your team and make it a regular event every Tuesday from 5:30 p.m. at UC Bar X.
Good stuff.
And lastly, if you haven't already heard, the UC Refectory is now the home of the Slam Pro Wrestling League for 2025. And they're premiering tomorrow night with a long-anticipated 20-wrestler over-the-top rope rumble match. That's a mouthful. A free-for-all bringing together Australia's best wrestlers athletes to duke it out for a spot in the Slam. I believe Tom is into this. Am I right?
Who is not into this? This sounds amazing. What?
Really?
I'll silently point to myself.
Sorry, I think that's fair because you had no energy. I'm going to go to this again. You ready?
Go, Darcy.
Tomorrow night, on Saturday the 8th of February, come down to the UC Refectory for the Slam Pro Wrestling 20 Wrestler Over the Top Rope Rumble Match.
There we are. That's a bit better.
Maybe you can just be that bloke in the middle. You know how they pull the mic like out of the air and then it like goes back? That's Darcy.
I've been emailing them for the past week to let me be an announcer.
Any return?
No.
Damn, that would be sick.
Tickets are still available at slamprowrestling.com.au and doors open tomorrow night at 6 o'clock at the UC Refectory, so make sure you're there to watch the premiere of Slam Pro Wrestling's tenure at the UC Refectory. That is quite an interesting one.
Do we know how much it is?
Ooh, that would have been a good thing for the person writing the show to have put in, wouldn't it? I know we gave away some tickets earlier in the week for this.
That's right, yep.
But I don't have the exact number on me right now. But it doesn't matter. Just go. Support local at UC, right? And I just think it's so cool. They've just got like something like this that's happening.
Yeah. And it's so different. Like, it's not your... I mean, the music shows and stuff is usually different.
Yeah, we do a lot of like live music and stuff, but to have something just this out there and it's just a bit of fun to lighten up everyone's like time. I think we've got like the price there.
Yeah, I think it's $22.49.
Okay, $22.50 a ticket.
Not bad, yeah.
It's for a fun night of just a bunch of oiled up men climbing over each other. That's great.
I'm sure it will
if you're into that.
Fun.
Okay, on to clubs and societies. Wow, that's very classy. Okay. Are you creative looking for opportunities to connect, socialize, and collaborate with other writers and creatives? Then you might be interested in joining CuriX Collective, the team behind UC Student Magazine. The CuriX Collective provides a platform for students to submit articles, reviews, essays, photography, and more for publication. Meet every second Thursday starting from February the 13th from 3 p.m. in room 1C75 above the refectory. Students are encouraged to attend and to give and receive feedback on their creative works along with crafting new ideas over biscuits, tea and coffee.
We often have Ruby from CuriX on the show to chat, but it's always great just to go down to those. I go there sometimes with my scripts for the wrap-up just to see if they're any good.
That's not bad.
Just to check in to make sure that I'm actually covering things.
Yeah.
So it's good to shout them out. And just the magazines are always just really high quality, interesting stuff. And I'm pretty sure their 2024 review came out at final printed copy came out at the end of last year and is now available across the campus. So you should definitely check that out for just the best of what came out last year.
Yeah.
I always feel in conflict with them being an OWL contributor kind of thing. It's like the OWL versus CuriX is...
Oh, really?
Yeah. I always feel like I'm on the other team.
I must say I've been lucky enough to publish one of my things in the magazine. But I haven't had time again to write something. So...
It is a good thing.
I've always thought that if I just wrote an assessment, which I thought that's banger, I'd send it in just to be like, yeah, this is really cool. But also, like, I'm always really scared about that. 'Cause it's like, oh, my assessment is like a review of the finances of a business. That's not very interesting.
Okay, moving on. UC Dramatic Arts Club is hosting their annual general meeting next week, Tuesday the 11th of February from 6 p.m. in Building 9. Attending the club's AGM is a great way to meet its members, current and new, as well as get insights into the club's activities. UC Dramatic Arts Club will also be using the AGM as an opportunity for members to put forward pitches for the club's annual production. So if you've got a pitch, it's worth going to throw your hat in the ring. Anyone going to throw their hat in the ring? No?
No.
I remember we had UC Dramatic Arts Club on for our Market Day show, and I think we had a few different ideas that we threw around. One of which was just us again talking about how we should really do a radio play here on UCFM again.
That'd be so sick. Again, hasn't been done.
Well, we did like a practice one for our Halloween spooktacular.
I missed that. Right.
But actually write up a proper one would be really fun.
Yeah, that was fun though. We put it in ChatGPT and then Darcy allocated each of us a role and we took turns. Cool. It was pretty funny.
Nice, that's good. Yeah, it wouldn't be bad to go to, but I've got stuff on Tuesdays. It's sad. UC Architecture Society will also be holding its annual general meeting next week on Wednesday the 12th online. UC Architecture Society will be using their AGM to introduce new students to what they do as a society, as well as elect their new executive team. So if you're an architecture student interested in joining or a current member who wants to take a leadership position, make sure to join in. Architecture? No, we're all fad. Yeah, sorry, I shouldn't have asked. Okay. Wednesday the 12th of February must be welcome day because we have 3 clubs hosting meet and greets for new students. UC Midwifery Society is hosting its welcome pizza lunch on campus for all new and returning midwifery students and staff to connect and discuss their course. And Wednesday night, UC Nursing Society as well as UC Occupational Therapy Society are hosting meet and greets at UC Bar X for all you new nursing and occupational therapy students, providing all who attend with food, drink tokens, as well as the ability to network with current students and learn more about what to expect in their classes. For information on any clubs and societies and to book tickets to any of those events, you can head to the UC Life website and head over to the events page to view all the events upcoming for clubs at UC.
So
fantastic.
I got to have a great chat with people from the Nursing Society and Midwifery Society at UC over at Market Day and over O Week as a whole. And they were telling me about how they've been getting record application numbers for UC this year, which is really cool. So they're really trying to push these events, try to let people know, hey, we've got so many of you guys, so come on in, get to know each other, and let's really build this community up. And especially Midwifery Society, they've been talking, and I'd like to get them on this show at some point.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're just really cool, and they're excited that more people are becoming interested and aware of this as a degree, and just really pushing for more awareness of that, I guess.
Is the
Absolutely.
nursing society and the occupational therapy society, are they like doing that together, or are they going to be like, is that going to be like some gangland warfare at UCX on Wednesday night? Because
I wasn't sure because neither one's acknowledged each other, but they would just happen to be at the exact same time, at the exact same place. So it could just be an all-out. Just
everyone else in all the other societies, if you want to come and see a good show, come to UC
tape line
Bar
down the
Exit.
middle of the bar.
Fantastic. Any other comments on any of the clubs or anything? Anyone else know anything else about clubs that we should add to this?
I think UComms is getting back in action with weekly study groups and weekly pizza hangouts. So go check out their Instagram at UComms.
Why is it always pizza? Can I just ask?
Do you not like pizza?
I do not.
Why?
I probably ate it too much as a child, but
I mean, I think that
is it just so affordable that it's pizza?
it's affordable, but it's also like for a lot of people. Like you don't want to be
Feeds a lot of
ordering
mouths
like
easily.
20 individual tacos, I guess.
That's true, but I love pizza because you can choose your flavor. It's not like, how can you say you don't like pizza like as a whole? Because like, sure, if you don't like pineapple on pizza or something, sure, that's all Hawaiian or something, or meat lovers or something, but surely you can love, there's one pizza out of all of them. Like, you get every flavor pizza. Pizza
That's
can be
true.
every flavor. It's fantastic. All the flavors. Just stack them on top of each other. Pizza is amazing. How can you not like pizza? Oh,
I think Tenzing's a bit passionate about pizza.
This is going off track real quick. That's kind of the week's in review coming up. Is there anything we're particularly excited for?
Well, I'm sorry.
No.
Well, we've got the Multicultural Festival.
Multicultural
starting
Festival's
tonight.
coming out.
And
So
going
that's
things,
starting
so-
tonight, going over the weekend.
Yep.
Yes, it's from 5 o'clock this afternoon till 5 o'clock Sunday.
Yep.
In the city, obviously, if you don't know.
And
You won't be able to miss it.
Also, if you didn't know, the Owl is doing a broadcast on
Oh,
the
yeah.
Sunday, isn't that correct?
Yep.
We sure are.
And interviews on Saturday. So if you want to be interviewed, just show up and hunt down.
Yep, make sure you
Scott.
bring your poncho tomorrow because it's going to be a little bit wet, but that doesn't stop us.
And yeah.
Out
Not as
in the
wet as
thick of
last
it.
time.
It won't stop Tenzing, for sure.
No. I'm going to be interviewing everyone. Yeah.
And we always taste food and, you know, just do our own
And we'll be in
tests.
Glebe Park at or the park. Is it Glebe Park?
Yes,
Is
it is,
Glebe
yeah.
Park on Sunday. So come find us there.
I'm hoping I can make it back in time because I would love to just come in and be on the show. Also, I just love the Multicultural Festival. It's always so
Yeah,
cool.
it
I try
is.
to go every year when
It is.
it's just so
It's
great.
very expensive. Like you get one
It's
dim
it's
sum.
for a great experience.
So
Yeah,
what
it's
I
one dim sum's
suggested to Tenzing on
Yeah,
Wednesday
that's
was they need to add, because it's bigger than ever this year with 270 stalls.
Whoa.
So I said they need to add a 271st stall, 271, however you want to say it, which is a food token stall. And then you buy like a token for $20, which gives you tastes of 5 countries or something. Then you can taste 5 different cuisines for the same price or one price
Kind of cool.
instead of paying $20 for one dim sum. Yep,
That's not
there's
bad.
money-making system
you
waiting
should
to happen.
send that into the Multicultural
Right,
Festival.
we can be the owl, taste your way around the food next year.
So how about this
Taste
just
your
for
way
the,
around Multicultural Festival.
for the multicultural. So my mum's working with, I forgot which department in the ACT government is, but she's been employed by the government to video and like capture the moments, but they don't have enough money to give like equipment to all the staff
Really?
going out to capture and stuff. So we're going to be better equipped than the government and official agencies.
I mean,
That's a
just-
commentary on something.
Yeah.
Well, before we finished up, next week on UCFM, we have a brand new show called Friday Flashback, premiering on Friday at 4 p.m. Each fortnight, our hosts are randomly assigned a year that they then revisit with music, movies, news, events, culture, and whatever else they can think of. And we have the honor of randomly selecting the year for the very first episode. So let's roll it now.
Oh, it's spinning.
Whoa. Oh.
Oh,
This is my suggestion as well.
And we have, this is Tenzing's suggestion. He's disappointed about it. 2013.
wow.
Not that far of a flashback.
Yeah, I know.
But it should definitely
I thought
be
it was
interesting.
more than just. I thought the way you said it was just music. No, if there's more like than just like events and stuff, we could have done some much better years than 2013.
It's
Well-
hardly a flashback for you guys.
No,
Come on, you're like
I
born yesterday.
think that This is pre-pandemic as well. I think we're going to be shocked when we go back and do research for it.
Well,
And
I've
it's
got
like,
something
whoa.
big that happened in my life in 2013,
What?
Oh,
but I'll
really?
share it next week.
Is that when you graduated for the first time?
High school, yes.
Yeah.
It was a big year. I went on schoolies. That was fun.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, don't spoil it all now.
No, I won't.
So if you want to hear more, tune in next Friday from 4 p.m. for the Friday flashback.
That's 100th anniversary. 100 for Canberra. That's what 2013.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes,
You
that's
see?
actually
Stop spoiling the
recent.
show.
Sorry.
We're just giving hints to the hosts for next week. Now, that is for next week. So the flashback show will be every even week, and
Yes.
we, with a wrap
So
up,
it'll
will
be
be
our
every odd week.
Counterpart to the wrap-up.
Yeah, so it just fills in another gap, which is very exciting for us as well, because we can do something new every Friday, which is fun.
And also a bit of news about the wrap-up as well.
Yes.
As you may have noticed, Tenzing is here. Ben, our usual host, isn't here because we're going to be switching up the hosting.
Yeah.
The higher-ups have finally agreed to give us a break every few weeks. So you're going to be hearing some new, fun, and possibly familiar voices.
Absolutely.
Well,
So-
tell me, but is this like a mix-up just because Ben couldn't be here today? Like, it would normally, this is just an excuse for me to be along, or is it actually, you actually are trying to get
No,
new people
we
in?
are. We've
Yeah.
been doing this every fortnight for the past year, and we're tired of it.
Okay.
So we're broadening the horizons, but it's also because like Darcy's finishing up this year, I'm finishing up with my honours this year, so we want the new students
'cause you're
to take
leaving.
over.
Right.
Yes.
There we go.
So
I mean, I'm still writing every week, but
That's
like
true.
I don't have to be on every week.
that makes it easy for us. Make sure you tune in next Friday for the first Friday flashback, and stay tuned as we another
Okay.
thing, we've got your show today.
No, we did say it already, but we can say it again.
You plug
Say it
it.
again.
Okay,
yes.
well, stay tuned because the Al News' election countdown with me and Ethan is coming up at 5:30 p.m. And is that yes? That'll be coming each week at that time as well as
Great.
replays on Monday, I believe. Yeah, and it'll be on the Al News podcasts whenever you get them.
Fantastic.
And
So
everywhere
make sure
else.
you listen to them over and over
Yes.
again. Learn something before the next election.
Yes, please vote intelligently.
Wise choices is
Yeah.
all that Tenzing's asking.
Exactly. Vote informed, just so at least you know what you're getting yourself into.
That's all we have today, but there's always something happening around campus, so make sure you keep an eye out on socials and the UC website and events pages. We'll be back for our next show on Friday the 21st of February, but until then,
That's a wrap.